I showed up to France, and it's amazing to see a place that is totally different. And then it was to Torche in Brittany for the Standard World Tour. Oh my God, it's gonna be sketchy, but I'm gonna go try it. You know, this time I showed up and it was cold. It was cold. Bah. Living right. The ocean has given me so much.
It's the best, anything less. Ain't it?
It is my greatest provider. I can't imagine my life without the ocean. I would go absolutely nuts.
That's right.
France really is on the opposite side of the world. You couldn't fly in one, direction any further away from Maui. You got a 5.5-hour flight from Maui to LA, 11-hour flight to Paris.
Hi, Lenny. I see you with that. I love the sun.
And then it was 8 hours to Torche in Brittany. When I go to France, it's really kind of like going back to where modern civilization began. What's really heavy too is you go to Torche and you have these huge bunkers that they used in World War II. You know they had battles there. It's amazing how fast you can get on the other side of the world and see a place that is totally different. It makes it for an amazing adventure.
Time check, 6:03. We should be out of here at 6:15. It's cold though.
We are headed down to the beach. Want to get a practice session in before my heat. Oh my God. Could be sketchy, but I'm gonna go try it. I think I'm gonna throw on the gloves too. Every time I've been to France, I've gotten really lucky with pure sunshine. This time, I showed up to France and it was cold. It was cold. Because of the offshore wind, making it very difficult for the waves because they're getting blown flatter and flatter. The waves are super small, but at least it's not raining yet.
We're looking at a pretty worrying forecast as far as the next couple of days, so we got to take what we got while we got it. So the wind should drop quite a lot, so that'll make things a little easier. So we're going 8:30 start. It'll be best 2 waves again. You'll get 20 minutes, and we'll see you on the water. Let's see some action.
So the first heat, I got out there and the waves were, less than perfect. For some reason, the entire event, I just didn't have this excitement or that inner spark that I normally want to have. There was something missing. It was like a piece of my puzzle that wasn't clicked in. I don't know, it was just, I couldn't figure it out and I was kind of getting nervous about it. There wasn't a whole lot of waves to work with. I felt like I got a couple all right scoring waves, so we'll see what happens. I kind of told myself, hey, you won the world title twice, you won this event last year, what are you worried about? So I got out there and I just felt great. I was getting waves and I was just loose, fast, and just snapping, and I caught the 2 set waves of the heat. And I came in all fired up, and I know I made this heat.
Oh, it's pretty cool coming in from each heat. I have a good following. Yeah, just stoked to feel really a part of this place.
None of my waves broke. None of them. And I was like, I got the 2 set waves. Wow, that's the first final I haven't made in a whole year.
So you have a 2nd and a 5. Pretty good.
That's mentally, I was just like pumped. I don't know what it was. It was like pumped. And unfortunately, that kind of carried on a little longer than I had hoped for. So Tahiti was the 3rd stop, and I was tied for 1st place on the world tour. Tahiti, you don't get as tall of waves as Maui, but you get thick. And the reefs there are so alive that even getting a little scrape on your pinky can develop into the gnarliest staff. If you don't have that spark, like that inner spark, then it really is difficult to overcome it. And I knew there was something hanging over my shoulder that I, didn't want to be there. This was a great warm-up session because if there is any barrels at the contest site, I'll feel comfortable in, you know, setting it up. Tahiti could be as if Hawaii was 200 years ago. You're able to go to this place and you can really unravel there. I try to avoid Chuck, but he just so happens to be stalking me on this trip, so I just said go with it. So today's been kind of a lay day. You know, you spend a lot of time, you know, hurry up and wait, but, you know, it's hard sitting around.
This is the life of Kai right here. How embarrassed are you right now with this camera on you and us teasing you?
I don't have to talk about it like you, Chuck. Just action. Instead of going with the circus up in, you know, Sapanus where the event was on, everyone was training. We headed down the coast a bit and went to a place called Tapuna. And we ended up doing a Naish photo shoot with Chuck Patterson. And, you know, although the waves weren't very big for Tapuna, it was really fun. It was like a skate park.
Take the plunge and don't look back. Skip me, Kanye, Kodak, but still. Gotta catch it moment. Take what you got, play back in slow motion. Good drink, good food. Holler at a girl without being rude. What I feel, can't explain it. Got the words, just can't say it.
Basically, we had Tapuna with just a few other bodyboarders and a couple surfers. And the cool thing was, every time we would take off on a wave, and even though it wouldn't be big, we'd be barreling, and they'd be like, yeah, go! Wow. It was just such a good vibe. I have never really barrel rode on a stand-up to the level that I'd wanted to. On this particular session, I finally figured out how to stall, you know, by using my whole body versus just kind of trying to stick my hand in there. It's funny, like, going back to having that inner spark, if you don't have that desire to do something, it's very hard to light it. And I lit it. I had this confidence, I'm gonna make something happen out of here. I'm just gonna charge no matter what. Clean up what you messed up. When you use equipment, it's a good idea to put it away clean. I basically was so confident I was gonna make it that when I landed, everything just went haywire after that. Just was like, boom, boom.